Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be going over my Plague Doctor Snipe build. Before we get into it, I just want to take a quick second to remind you in the description down below is a link to my Twitch channel. If you want to give a follow there, we have raised the money to go ahead and get the capture card. So we will be starting to stream PS4 content also. But without any further ado, let's go ahead and get into the gear. Okay guys, I know a lot of you used to seeing like my Desync build where we have a really high raw weapon damage on the build. The sets we're using on this don't actually show up on our tooltips for their 5th pieces, so our raw damage number is much higher than it appears. We're one barring Swamp Raider, so we're going to use our attack bar with a sharpened bow. And it adds 600 weapon damage to our poison and disease damage abilities, which every attack we have fits into that category. So again, our damage is a lot higher than what it appears on the tooltip. Our main hand backup is, of course, still going to be the Great Sword of Potato and defending. Took a little bit of a nerf down to 3%, but it's still the best 2-piece damage mitigation set in the game. I'm going to run Krogs for the extra penetration, and Tom. Again, its 5th piece is a 10% damage boost that doesn't show up on our raw stat sheet. Plus it's got the 2 lines of regular weapon damage in it, which really help out with our heals, since our 5th pieces of the other sets won't affect that. These set combinations are going to work really well too with transitioning this particular Snipe build next patch into using the point blank arena bow with an in-cap combo, and we're going to be able to throw a single snipe combo damage through the roof based off of the percentage buffs we're going to be giving it. But everything is going to be medium with max stamina enchants. We're running 1 infused, 1 well fitted, everything else in divines. All of our jewelry is going to be infused with weapon damage. And then we're also, of course, using torque for all the additional recoveries. For our race, as always, we go with a dark elf. Get the max stats for our Stamnia Magicka. Get that flame resistance and immunity to burning status effects, which is great on vampire builds. And get that extra max damage. As you can see, we're using the Warrior Mundus Stone along with Artaeum Takeaway Broth is our food. I just haven't fed on the character. When we play it, we do keep it in stage 2 for your vampirism. For the potions that I run on this character, main pot that I kind of keep up is Essence of Invisibility. On this, it'll allow us to vanish for 15 seconds. We get the immediate burst heal along with the increased health recovery, but we also get the additional heal over time for that 16 seconds. I also use Essence of Speed just when I'm low on stamina resources. We go ahead and get the increased speed movement. We get our major brutality along with getting the additional hit of stamina. Alright, for our champion points, we have 51 into Warlord, 37 into Tenacity, 56 into Mooncalf, 67 into Shade, 56 into Tumbling, 3 into Befoul, 72 into Master at Arms, 13 into Thaumaturge, 72 into precise strikes, 57 into piercing, 56 into mighty, 72 into ironclad, 58 into resistant, 56 into hardy, 64 into elemental defender, 20 into thick-skinned, and that'll do it. Okay, as far as our skills go, we want to make sure on our attack bar that we always have an assassin skill slotted to get a little bit of extra crit out of pressure points passive, and to have the hemorrhage passive, which will give us the additional crit damage along with minor savagery for us. So to activate that, we're going to run Killer's Blade, which is a excellent execute. Next is Camouflaged Hunter. We're going to be picking up our major savagery just by having this slotted, along with the fact that it's Fighter's Guild ability, and in those passives for every Fighter's Guild we have on our bar, we're going to pick up an increased percentage of weapon damage. It will also grant us minor berserk to increase our overall damage by 8%. Barred Trap is there just for the Fighter's Guild passive, and we will use it as a trap on the inside of keep doors to kind of pull people out of stealth that are trying to sneak into keeps. Poison Inject, Lethal Arrow, and for our Aldi we're sticking with Toxic Barrage. Back bar, we're running Temporal Guard, Rally for our buff and heal, Channeled Acceleration, Shadowy Disguise, Vigor, and Concealed Weapon. I've really enjoyed playing this build. It's kind of a nice change of pace of actually having a snipe character that's has a heal on the bar and isn't dropping itself down to, you know, below 1,000 health every time you engage. So it's going to be something that transitions really well into being able to use the point blank bow along with an end cap combo to just drive an instant snipes damage through the roof, as long as they don't change anything on PTS from the way it stands. But I do want to take the time to thank everybody that's been coming out and watching the live streams and to follow me here on YouTube and be watching these videos. And as always, if you have any questions or concerns, just leave them down below and I'll answer them as soon as I can. As always, thank you guys for your time.